Good evening, y'all. Skip Jeffries here. Just sitting in the garage. We ended up taking our, I guess you'd call it our Rooster metal lawn ornament out during the holiday season while we got all the Christmas lights up. So it's actually giving me a chance to actually sit down and take a good look at it. But we're gonna probably winterize it. But I think before we winterize, we're gonna take a chance or to take this time to maybe correct some of the things that are going on with this thing. We've had it for probably 3-4 years now, and see if you guys can take a look at it. Now I don't know if the light on this side's a little bit better with the. We've got some paint missing. We got some rust coming in. Got some corrosion going on down here. So I think one of the good projects that we got going on maybe before the weather gets cold again is seeing if we could take off a lot of this surface rust that we see here, and especially on this side here, and maybe taking the surface rust off and all this loose scaly paint that you see going on here. It's a little more evident on this side, but taking that off, and then we'll just do a primer coat on it, and then maybe pick it up this spring and paint it. Well, actually not me paint it, because I'm not very artistic when it comes to paint, but we'll probably pass this job on to the wife. She was talking about doing it this summer, and we just hadn't had a chance to get around to it. So now that sitting in the garage gives me a chance to kind of take a closer look at it and take care of some much needed areas on it. Welcome, this is Skip Jeffries in the backyard on a Saturday here, trying to clean up our yard work here. We've got I guess we call this the chicken that we had in the front yard here. As you can see, the years being outside hasn't done it too much good. It needs a little resurfacing. I thought since we've taken it in during the holiday season, and since it's like in the high 70s out here, I'd actually take advantage of this and kind of do some surface prep on, knock off some of this flaking paint and maybe some of this surface rust, and hit it with a coat of primer. Just get ready for next spring when we go ahead and paint this thing again. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get onto it. Got the handy dandy Dremel here, and I'm gonna try this to see if this will work to kind of knock off some of this loose paint stuff. So without further ado, we're gonna kind of hit it and go. I guess I should probably explain the type of tip I got on it. It's just a steel bristle brush that comes with a normal attachment in one of these. This is a Hyper Tough kit here, so I don't know if you guys can see, but pretty general kit. I think we got it on sale for $6, so we're just using it. And as you can see, we can knock off quite a bit of that surface rust and flaky paint on this thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and just knock off and see if we can get this cleaned up, and we'll prime it up and let it dry and take advantage of this nice weather we've got going on here. Flattened out there. Let's see if we can knock off the rest of this stuff. It's feeling pretty smooth. Kind of hit other areas that we see, but I think we're pretty much close to getting what we need to get done. Looks like we did it pretty good. I think we got most of the roughness off here. Let's see if I can get an old rag here and knock off the dust, and then we'll hit it with a light coat of primer. Yeah, tore that bristle up pretty good. Anyways, a cheap set, $6. Get you what you need done, I guess. Yeah, just a simple quick dry wipe here to kind of get off the residue, excess dust before we hit it with some primer. All that loose paint is off this thing, so looking pretty good. Try not to spray the camera. It's windy out here, but not too bad. So I figured we'd kind of take advantage of the weather the way it is. What we got here is just a simple flat gray primer. I've got some old cans left over from the Nutcracker projects my wife has done. Not much left in this can here, but we'll see if we can get a light coating on this thing. Trying to make this a low-cost project. And we're not trying to be artistic, just trying to keep the rust off this thing until we can actually fully paint it is the whole goal of today's project. This will be a white paint, so another primer. As you can see, the wind is kind of a little bit crazy today, but not too bad. The old chicken's gonna have a white head until we can get around to painting it. And my wife's got old pictures of it that she's gonna use as reference when she does come around to painting it. But figured we'd kind of rust protect it a little bit. Save on it for a couple more years. I think another nice coat will be nice on this thing. But yeah, that should at least keep the rust off her until we get a chance to paint it. But yeah, probably look at seeing this thing getting finished up on maybe one of her channels. But I told her I'd get at least this far for her and she can do the rest. Yard art, man. And I think the story behind this one here is we were driving up to Missouri to visit my son Christian, and they've got this old kind of Amish store, and they had 12-foot chickens. This one here is probably what, a 5-foot, 5.5, 6-foot chicken, and she wanted to get that 12-foot one, and we're driving around my car, and I've got a little Subaru Baja, and there's no way that thing would have fit in there even if we disassembled it. It was just so huge. A couple months back, we're talking probably July, they had these things on sale. I think it was at Atwood's. They're normally like 200 and some bucks. They had them on sale. I think it was like 50, 60 bucks off. So she ended up talking me into buying it. And this thing here, luckily the legs kind of twist off so you can, and the tail comes off, making it easy to transport if you got a smaller vehicle. But anyways, we're gonna let this primer dry and probably put it back in the garage until the spring, until she can get a chance to paint it. I just wanted to knock off that surface rust and kind of get a primer coat down so it kind of lasts without rusting anymore. But anyways, we got a couple more projects that we're gonna get done today, but I want to thank you guys for watching.